had a wonderful weekend. I'm so happy to see you all. My name is Bunmi West, Colourful Cube on Heritage TV. Heritage TV, you can find it on Facebook, Heritage Amóhùnmáwòrán Television, www.heritageuk.tv. Yes, this is a new week, it's a new beginning, and it's beautiful. It is God's doing, and it's marvelous in our eyes. I'm so happy to have you on my show. I'm so proud of you for believing in me and watching, listening to what I have to say. With my humble self, I say thank you. Today on Heritage TV, we are going to talk about cycling in London. Bicycle is the major topic tonight. Bicycle is one of the innovative invention, and since it has been actually made or created by human being, it has been manipulated, it has been given a lot of advancements to benefit human race. It's one of our means of transportation, and it's here to stay. Cycling is very good, and the bicycle itself is one machinery that is advisable. If possible, after all the cars you have, it's good to have one. Yes, in London, it's very important. How is that? Why is that? Because there are some errands you will like to ride your bicycle that your car will not even be faster. You will need the bicycle to go fast to the market, to pick some few things like your, from the dry cleaner, and the maintenance is not bad, because nowadays it's so advanced that we have electric bicycle, and we have electronic one that actually help you to climb the mountain. And as we know, bicycle is associated with exercise. And nowadays, children, adults, ladies, gentlemen, everybody must exercise. It's part of the new thing. After you've eaten a healthy food, you have enough rest, you still have to put the body in pain, to correct the system. And remember, after you've drank enough water, after you've eaten a good food, after you've seen a lot of good movies, you've been to party, you work it out, you dance the way you like, that's one, they stop the music. But when you have a bicycle of your own, and one thing I like about London is the planning. Literally every estate, every area has its own park. I will go back to the adage tó sọ pé kò sẹ́ni tọ́lọ́run ò ṣe fún, àfẹ́ni tó bá ní tòun ò tó, is what we are talking about. A friend called me some times ago. She said, Bunmi West, I really want you to come and see our newly refurbished park in my area. I said, wow. Do you know exactly what was happening in your area? It's happening in my area too. I think we were given some budget to refurbish at the same time. And she said, no, you need to see my park. It is the most beautiful park in London. I said, okay, I will want to see your park. But nowadays, I don't have to travel all the way and then face some disappointment. Can you take the picture of your park and let's see what you got that I don't have? And believe you me, everything in our park, I've got it in my park as well. And what is it? Is outside gym. Is the new thing. But as you all know, like some people will always say that every weather under the canopy of the sun, of the sky, is here in London. Is there. You want sunshine, the sunshine is there. You might have only like 5 sunshine in the whole year, but it's there. You are looking for hurricane is there. You are looking for rain that is going to rain under 30 seconds and you're going to be wet from head to toe. You get it here in England. You are looking for what we call wind, very heavy wind. You get it in London. So how can cyclists survive in England? The best way, the only way they can survive is to follow the instruction on the bike. First of all, they have to look after themselves. Health and safety first. If you are a bike rider, make sure you are not riding with your empty head like mine, like the way I'm standing in the studio. Make sure you buy helmets. It's one of the compulsory gadgets. You have to have your helmet all the time by your bicycle. It has to be part of it. And reflective jacket is advisable, because don't take your life for granted. Don't believe those bus drivers are looking at you only. There's a lot of things they have to look and consider. There's a lot of very tiny roads in London. For example, there was a joke going on among elders that London Street is not for cars, it's for horses. And I am very lucky I wasn't here in the 14th, 10th century. I came in the century that tolerates cars. And we like it or not, because the bicycles have been around for many years. Over 200 years, bicycle has been in place. So how are we going to walk or ride side by side with the motorists? Is a very important factor. If you are buying a bicycle for your children to go to school, please think again. I'm going to repeat myself. If you're buying a bicycle for your children to ride to school, please think again. Why? Because I will advise children should go on the public transportation, because sometimes adults can think critically to avoid mistakes. Youths nowadays, no disrespect to them, I have them at home, they take life for granted. They don't even, you buy them helmets for their bicycle, they're not putting it on. They are doing yanga with it, with their bicycle. For example, can you imagine 4 boys on one bicycle? It's too dangerous. And in this country, unfortunately for us, you see them, you bojo, because you cannot tell children that you don't know how to ride his or her bike. Now you buy them for them. You're not the mother. You have to overlook it. But as a parent, as a mother, as a father, you see this kind of situation, you feel for them. Because there was one occasion, I saw this young chap riding on his bicycle. He hung up his cigarette on Siggy on this side, and he held his mobile phone on the other side. And this guy is on the bike. This one is really is appalling, it's out of order. If you want to ride the bike, you need to take more precaution than somebody sitting comfortably in their car. there was one occasion I was in a bus and I witnessed a car owner. This guy was in his Porsche, summertime, I think about a couple of years ago, and this gentleman was sitting riding on his bike, and they were just struggling for the road. And you know how tiny, no disrespect to Great Britain, Ejasotoro, you can't compare this road with Houston, Texas road. Yeah, the difference is clear. I always say a joke that if you are crossing City of London, any city road, you can say I'm crossing. But if you are crossing this motorway in Houston, you just say I'm traveling, because the minimum is 14 lanes on one side. And if you have to cross it, you see many motorists will be shouting, "Are you crazy? What are you looking for?" You know. But here, if you are crossing the road, you're only taking few steps. I've one day calculated how many steps you will take to cross road in London, and it's only 10 steps. So you can do a lot. You don't have to worry to cross the road. But for the cyclist, there's a good news for you. The good news is, after all the incidents of knocking them down, killing the cyclists, they've now created a circle lane. Is a bravo. I'm applauding British government for that, because every human being's life counts in this town. Even not only human being, even animals. Everybody is so precious. That life is precious. So they've taken it into consideration, making all the cyclists feeling more comfortable by creating cyclist lane. And then I hope you use it appropriately, because it's for your own safety. And I don't think it's allowed to give anybody ride if your bicycle is not designed to lift anybody, even if you are doing a romantic ride. Also, cyclists can use their cycle and their bicycle in the park. It's allowed. There's a part where you can do a lot of things with your bike. But remember, your age is very important. There are some teenagers that they're giving them the opportunity. If you go to around Portobello Road, not far from the market, I saw something like that at Brixton. You know, they want the children to be active, they want them to have life, because by the time you cross from teenage year to adult year, I hope no regrets. Because if you ask anybody above 40 now, what are you doing with your bicycle? It's going to tell you, I use it for going to work, and it's cheaper. And you know, one good thing about London is you don't even have to hold a bicycle. I know of a friend of mine, he bought his bike for £2,000. Yes, quote me. And because he loves his bike so much, it's not even an electric bicycle. It's ordinary pedal bicycle. But you know, they were telling him it's got a lighter frame, it's got gear to 15 gears, it's got this, it's got that, it's got permanent light behind it, it's got the wheel thing, it's got this, it's got that. And he bought it for £2,000. And at the time, I don't think they insure bicycle, but they asked him to buy a padlock. And the padlock guarantee that if somebody should open this padlock to steal your bicycle, you can be paid up to £1 million. That is how the owner of the padlock guarantee. And the padlock was bought for £500. This is a true life story. So what happened? This chap going to work from White City to Kingston upon Thames. He parked on that fateful day. He parked his beautiful bike. And guess what happened? When he finished his 8 hours shift, exhausted, but because you love riding anyway, you won't feel exhausted because ẹlẹ́dẹ̀ àdọ́yọ̀ ariwo rẹ̀ là á pọ̀ o. That is to say, sometimes when you are tired, you still have to do what you have to do. You have to put all the tiredness on one side. Mission has to be accomplished. Mission have to be possible. This guy got out and he was dismayed. It was a disaster. His bike was gone. Guess what? The padlock was left there. The bike was gone. And after a thorough investigation, the guy took the padlock and showed it to me. And he said, my bike has gone. And I said, what happened? You were given a guarantee about the padlock. Instead of the thief to open the padlock according to what insurance has promised, guess what happened? They actually saw it. One gay. You see, and that is how money go down the drain. The guy lost his brand new bike that he bought for £2,000. He lost £500 worth of padlock, and he has to start all over again. And we all know what savings is like in this town. And you know, bike is on different categories. There is new bike for young children that has 3-legged bike or extended ones for the child to learn how to balance himself or herself. Nowadays, they are doing bike that actually have a carriage in front whereby you can use it to take little children to school. Because, like I said earlier on, when I was growing up, they always say to me, "Ẹsẹ̀ yá ju mọ́tò, ara ló ń fàbọ̀ sí." Sometimes the bicycle route is faster than the driving route, and majority of many people that are car owners keep their bike, because what bike can do, motor vehicle cannot do it. And what motor vehicle can do, your bicycle cannot do it. But the prayer for Londoners is Ọlọ́run á jẹ́ rí bí gbé sí. That is to say, hopefully when you buy your bike, you have where to park your bike, because not all bike can go on your car. And you know, it's like you are actually exposing it to the thief. It's the fastest crime in London that they admit is stealing of bike. You know, and it's painful. It's the worst thing that can ever happen to you. And do you know that some people that we call them scavengers, they will not be able to steal your bike, but they will break the wheel. You know the wheel, the tiny thing. Once they give it a kick, just one kick, under 2 seconds, with their trainers, you know, nebini. That's the kind of problem I will say those people have. They don't regard other people's property, and they don't care. So advantage of biking, like I said, is good to do a short errand. And we all know our weather in England is never stable. But I saw more than enough bike today whilst I was coming to the studio. And you know what the weather is saying today. Beautiful, beautiful. So some who have bike, they don't even care about wearing their helmets, but they came out in millions today. They were packed at the city of London today, and it's like a bicycle rally. And sometimes you do a romantic ride. Sometimes you meet people on the bike and they want to say hello. You have to park your bike and have a chat And oh, I admire your bike. I saw one bike, it was painted with different color. Even the wheel, it was so beautiful. I wanted to chat the lady up, and then I heard them talking about the bicycle that is all the way from America, because you know they pimp it, as you know. So it's one household item that is for everyone. Some ladies, they advise them to go on the tread when they want to lose weight. You know, everybody is guilty of it. Somehow we need to lose weight at a particular time to look good. Some can ride very well, and it's, you know, it's when you on your bike, you are exercising everything. How? You are sitting uncomfortably, because you can never tell me there's a comfort bicycle out there. I've not seen one. Maybe because of my weight, because I ride bicycle, but I've never enjoyed it. You ride for one day, you nurse your bum for another 4 or 5 days. But well, no gain, no pain. No pain, no gain. You know, so we have to juggle between it and enjoy the ride, because you feel more posh on a bike in England than in a car, because many people that are riding the bike, they even eye each other and see which bike have you got. What is the difference? Buying a bike for £89 at Argos is not different from buying a 10,000 worth of bicycle. Bicycle ni bicycle nje. The most important is, what is your bike doing for you? Is it a good machinery for exercising your body? Is it a way to meet other bikers? And you know, there's a festival for bikers, if you check on the net, and they enjoyed it. You know, everybody show off their bikes, and everybody meets new bike riders, and they give you tips how to look after your bike, how to service it, how to change tire. And even the Metropolitan Police, they actually tag your bike for you, they chip it for you. So nowhere in the world that your bike goes, let's say somebody is stealing it, or somebody nick it, as they use the language here, you can still get or recover your bike. You see, and as of the time that I know the story, it's a free service. You go, you take your bag, you have a ride, you go to any police station in England, and you tell them, can you please chip my bike for me, so that at least it's like you put an alarm or a tracker on your bike, and you see how you feel more confident that you can do that, so that at least you protect your bike to a certain level. Also, other accessories you can have as a bike rider is the gloves, because if you are a frequent rider, you will notice that your skin can get so thick and tight, and sometimes all your palm will be hurting. I know a friend that he does not do less than 4 hours on a bike every day. And do you know, now there's a new trend in London, which you can use your bike to make money. How? You register with Deliveroo. Most of us that we love takeaway food, they do takeaway, especially most of the time in the evening. They do that to earn money. So you can have your own bike. It's like all these new taxi style, which the car belongs to you, and then you rent it, you hire your time and your bike to the company, and you agree, you negotiate, and you make bucks out of it. You make a lot of money. If you are very energetic, you're young, you can use your bike as part-time job. You can use it as a voluntary job. You can use it as support job. I know of a friend of mine, a support worker, because he's got bike, he's got a lot of jobs, and he is given more jobs than those who even have a car within short radius, and he always on time, and the guy looks good. The day we were chatting, he was telling me how old was his bike. His bike is older than me. I said, ah, how do you keep it so, you know, looking as if you just bought it? And what have you been doing to your bike? And this guy said to me, the first time the bike came out, the anti-rust was introduced to bike, and majority of the tires are this and that. He was telling me how they mix rubber with plastic, and the duration is so, you know. So it means you can have one bike. Long and short of the story is, it's a very good investment for business and for leisure, all in one. Once you have a place to park your bike, and you be more careful about where you put it when you have to deliver something or you have to go somewhere. And you know the good news about your bicycle? Bicycle can go on the train. That is how beautiful it is. I cannot guarantee you on London buses, because to be fair enough, I haven't seen one on the London buses, but guess what? There's a good news for bikers. Do you know there's foldable bikes? Foldable bikes. Your bike can be folded in a suitcase, and you can still go on the buses with your bike. In case you are running late or you are tired, just buy foldable bicycle. Isn't that great? That is fantastic. The day I discovered, and it was really cheap, the day I discovered a foldable bicycle, I was very happy, because it is flexible. They meet people at the point of their needs, so that you cannot say, oh, I can't buy a bike, I don't need a bike. It's something you should have if possible. You think about it, think about the cost, think about what benefits you're going to get from it, and then you take it from there. Then one good thing is really good that when you want to take your bicycle inside the bus, it has to be off-peak period, because when it's on the train, you can't go at the rush hour. We all know that. Rush hour, even you are rushing on your bike. So how can you be rushing people to get down the stairs or get down in the lift because of your bike? So you have to plan your strategy the day you're going to use your bike. I personally, if I want to use my bike, I'm not using the train nor the bus, because my bike is not a folding bike. But I have a friend that lives outside London, and he works in the park in London. So all his journey has to be half train, half bicycle. So probably the reason why he could get his bicycle on the train is probably majority of time he's traveling from 12 in the afternoon, which is the off-peak on the train. And then by the time he gets to London, he do some of his job as a part-timer, and then he take it from there, and that is how he managed to juggle the two together. So which way is the best way? And do you know there is bicycle for lovers? Love wanting thing, love wanting thing. It's good to be romantic. It's one thing that really heal up the brain. How do you be romantic on a bicycle? I saw it with my own koro eyes. bicycle with 2 seats, one at the back, one at the front, and both of you have your own handle, you have your own private individual seats, and you have your own pedal. So you can actually use one bike for 2 people comfortably. The only thing is both of you have to go on the same destination. That is one good thing about it. And you can even be chatting yourself up, especially when you are at the park. You can listen to each other, you can sing songs. I've seen a guy that actually mounts speaker and electronics that sings on his bike, and you could see him blasting away in the park, and everybody was dancing. It was should we call it a bicycle picnic, or picnic bicycle, or BBQ thing, whichever way you want to call it. So there's a lot of ways you can catch fun with bicycle. Lots of colors out there, lots of improvements. So sometimes you have to go on the net to find out if you want to change your bike to the latest one. You need to look for more information, so that, and you can change. There's another 3-legged. I wanted to buy that one at a time, because comfortability is what I'm looking for now. And I saw that one with 3 legs, and it's like you can even sleep and dine on it, because it's comfortable. Even you can use one hand to ride in there if you want to, because nowadays majority of these gadgets are for comfort. And let me tell you, you ride in a car, you want comfort. You ride on a train, you want comfort. You ride on an aeroplane, you want comfort. And what is so beautiful is when things are improving and you're looking at the improvement and it's suiting your purpose, it's good. Majority of the old bikes in the past used to have 2 massive mirrors side by side. And those who have different names in bicycle, they can tell you which one is the best. I'm not going to advertise for them, because they did not pay Heritage TV for that. But you know exactly what you want for, when it comes to owning one bike. And then it's encouraging to buy a brand new bike. Then you will get used to it, and you will know, okay, this bike, it's mine. And and when you ride, at least for those who are not always want to ride, they have their car, you can say once a week I'm going to ride on my bike for exercise. And majority of motorists, they miss out by making friends, because majority of them don't meet those bikers. Some don't have bikes, and they hate bikers. I have to say that, because they always kosi wọn lẹ́nu, kosi wọn láàrin. And then you have to be patient with bikers. Àwọn biker mi gan, they are so stubborn on the road. They forget that sharing is caring. There are some roads we doesn't have bikers lane. So those who are riding bicycles, please make sure you look after yourself and enjoy your bicycle. Make sure the future is bright for you. And if you want to upgrade yourself, you can swap your bicycle and go and buy a car. But you know how expensive is it to have a car in London. So as for me, I'm keeping my bike because I want to keep the shape. I want to look good and I want to enjoy the summer. Thank you all. I think for now, that is it for today. Thank you all for looking and for listening on Heritage TV, www.heritageuk.tv. Thank you. My name is Bunmi West. Don't forget Colourful Cube every Monday 9 p.m. Thank you all and God bless. Don't forget to Heritage TV, latest and those TV phone us, visit us, and you're going to be happy to deal with us. Our phone number is 020 800 46 100. I repeat myself, 020 800 46 100. And if you want to get in touch on the mobile, is 0734 1234 560. I repeat myself, 0734 1234 560. See you on Monday, Ojo Aje. Thank you. My name is Bunmi West.